And Chase Center. Now, Big Cash, take it away.
Big Hurt? I never called you Big Hurt.
Thanks, Malika. A spectacular day in the Bay Area for a pivotal Game 3 in San Francisco at Chase Center as the Warriors try and inch closer to a return to the Western Conference Finals, looking to go up 2-1 on the Minnesota Timberwolves. But without injured star Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler must fill the scoring void, has a history of coming up big in these situations throughout his playoff career. A tall order, though, against a very talented Wolves team led by Anthony Edwards, the fourth leading scorer in the league this season, and the resurgent Julius Randle. Winner of this series moves on to the conference finals to face either Denver or Oklahoma City. Denver up 2-1 with Game 4 tomorrow on ABC. And hi, everybody. Dave Pash, Tim Legler, and Katie George. The Warriors have
very good, but he was sensational in that playoff game, the one that you're referencing. And I think the reason we put that up there, it might take that kind of performance out of Jimmy Butler in this game against a very good Minnesota defense. Jimmy Butler knows he can't just pick his spots in this one. He's got to come out aggressive, put numbers on the board. Question is, Dave, who else is going to be there to help him?
Winner takes a 2-1 series lead with Game 4 Monday night. Game 3 from Chase Center. Lineups at tip-off next.
The NBA Conference semifinals on ABC are delivered by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor, Chipotle. For real. And in part by Ford. This presentation of the NBA playoffs will continue after this message and a word from our ABC station.
Starting lineup brought to you by Popeyes, the usual 5 for Minnesota, with 18-year pro Mike Conley, joined by Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Rudy Gobert. A different starting 5 for Golden State. Steph Curry missed Game 2. They went with Quentin Post as the center. Today it's Trace Jackson-Davis, his first ever playoff start. Green, Butler, Hield, Podziemski, the other 4 for the Warriors. Points have come in the lane. Minnesota's got 2 3-pointers to take a 2-point lead.
Anthony Edwards off to a good start, has the 3-point shot and then a beautiful job to the other side.
Our Star Watch brought to you by PayPal. After 5 seasons with the Knicks, Julius Randle traded in the offseason. And the Karl Anthony Towns deal has had a great postseason so far. Off to a little bit of a slow start here in the first 5 minutes of the game, 1 for 5. It's interesting. A 9-0 run by Golden State to close the opening quarter. We're tied after 1 in Game 3. The largest of the half for the Wolves. Presented by Google, continue tomorrow afternoon on ABC. It's Game 4 in Denver. The Nuggets up over Oklahoma City, 2-1. Coverage starts 3 Eastern, NBA countdown. Well, it's been an offensive struggle.
Well, typically you need some threes to win a game. The math doesn't add up if you don't, but if you get enough 2s, you can cut into that lead.
They had time for a better shot, and the half comes to an end. You talked about the defense. They hold Minnesota without a field goal for the last 6.5 minutes. They close the half on a 13-1 run. All of this without making a 3. The Golden State Warriors, first time in 18 years in a playoff half without a triple. But they have the lead. Jimmy Butler, fantastic first half. Warriors trying to go up 2-1 in the series.
The NBA Conference semifinals on ABC are delivered by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor, Chipotle. For real. And in part by Google, proud sponsor of.
Welcome back to the NBA playoffs presented by Google. Conference semifinals delivered by Chipotle. A time machine game as we go back to the 90s. Low scoring, amazing. In 2025 to not make a 3-pointer yet be leading at halftime. First half stats brought to you by JCPenney with Golden State up by 2. Try to take a 2-1 series lead. Minnesota plus 18 in terms of 3-pointers, making 6. The Warriors 0 for 5. Anthony Edwards, 8 points, missed his last 7 shots. Kuminga great off the bench. Butler leading all scorers with 18. Who Scott Foster called the foul on? Looked like it was on Gobert. That'd be 4 on him. They called it on Green. Back in a moment.
ESPN Bet Sportsbook has you covered all playoffs long. Keep up with big-time matchups, get daily profit boosts, and tail exclusive picks from Stephen A. Smith.
To close out the quarter. Golden State by 4 after 3. This presentation of the NBA playoffs will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations. Darity to lay it home to make it a 1-point game.
The NBA Conference semifinals on ABC are delivered by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor, Chipotle.
Will continue tomorrow afternoon on ABC. Denver and Oklahoma City. The Nuggets up 2-1 in that series. Coverage start 3 Eastern. NBA Countdown. Every postseason, it feels like we tell the story of a breakout star. It might be Aaron Gordon, who's been a very good player. And we've got a doubleheader for you Monday on ESPN. But first, we have the 2025 NBA Draft Lottery. Who will get Cooper Flag? And then it's Knicks in Boston, New York up 2-1. Wolves and Warriors. Minnesota trying to go up 2-1, which would put the Warriors in desperation mode on Monday because Steph Curry had 13 in the fourth quarter. He made 10 of his final 16 shots. And now Minnesota 2 wins away from going to the conference finals in back-to-back seasons. Game 4 between Denver and Oklahoma City, the other Western Conference semi, is tomorrow on ABC with the Nuggets leading the Thunder 2-1. Your local news is next over most of these ABC stations. For Tim Legler, Katie George, our entire crew, this is Dave Pasch saying so long from San Francisco. Minnesota leads 2-1 after a 102-97 win here in Game 3. Thank you for watching the NBA playoffs on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.